Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another haul on Tony B Collecting Figs. I thought I'd bring you another video. Been feeling stressed and down a little lately, just with things at work that just gotten me frustrated. So I thought I'd just take my mind off that by bringing you guys a video. And of course, you know, collecting has been a new outlet for me that I enjoy, that takes my mind off of certain things. And I'm glad that I'm able to have the platform to do that with. So I figure, you know, what better time than now to bring you guys another episode. I had a commenter that asked if I can do a review on the TMNT figures from 2003, which I'm happy that someone commented on my video and requested something. I do want to do that, but I want to wait. I'm still on the hunt for that Michelangelo. I haven't even seen the TMNT 2003 since I found them at that Target. So what I'm going to do is return to that Target maybe this weekend or next weekend and see if they restocked. And if not, maybe I'll ask an employee if they have it. Worst case scenario, I'll just order it online. I'm glad that the figure is cheap. It's about 11 bucks, so a dollar more than the 1987 Turtle, so that's not too bad. But I definitely want to bring you guys a review since it was requested. You know, I'm not an expert on reviews. There's so many channels out there where people really go into the nitty gritty and articulations and stuff. But I don't mind bringing you my perspective on a review on any figure, any movie, any comic that you want me to look at. Another thing too, I this was supposed to be a combination of a toy hunt slash toy haul, but I give it up to a lot of the people that I follow on here. I think it's JB's um, Toy Hunt or Toy Trunk. I apologize if I got his name wrong, but that's the guy that I love to follow. I think he's based out of North Carolina, and he does a lot of toy hunts. He does a lot of them with his wife too. And I noticed that's a lot of work because I'll choose one area that has a Target, a Walmart, a Ollie's, a Best Buy, and it's a lot of work to drive, park, walk in, come out, drive, park, walk in, come out, and it's more disappointing when they don't have anything. So it's like a lot of stop and go. And this guy goes to multiple Walmarts and Targets in different areas. So that takes a lot of work. So I'm not saying I'm not gonna do them, but I'll probably do them here and there. But I think the most important is the haul. But I do want to take you on the adventures and showing you the different areas that I go to. So I'll probably keep it like that. I would love to do a super toy hunt where I'm going to multiple Walmarts and Target. But like I said, it takes time. It takes money because of gas and all that. And sometimes it's a little tiring doing it by yourself. There's not too many people that I know personally that enjoy toy hunts, that's into action figures, at least not where I'm at. I have some friends that are into die cast and all that, die cast vehicles, but they're not buying them often. They're not going on toy hunts. They're not into any of that. So it's usually like an adventure that I'm on my own. So I at least try to follow these communities to at least feel like at least I'm watching people that I can relate to. Unfortunately, they live in different states, but hopefully one day I'll get to meet them. But anyway, so this was like a toy hunt slash toy haul, mail call as well. So I'll show you some two things that I ordered online because there was no way that I was gonna find them in the store, and one of them was an Amazon exclusive. If you couldn't tell from the photo. So the first thing I did buy, I went to Books a Million to see how if they have any good comic books. I don't have any good comic shops near me. The nearest one is in Maryland, but I haven't been there in a while. I think one of these days I'm gonna take a trip over there, see if I can find something new. But I had no idea that Marvel was doing Predator comics again. So I found this one, just called Predator. And it's obviously done by Marvel, which I'm kind of like, I'm shocked that they're doing comics again. So this is called Marvel Day of the Hunter. So this is definitely going to be a quick read. It's a thin book. So I figured I don't see a lot of Predator comics unless I'm in a comic shop, and I don't have any Predator comic books. I have some throwbacks that I found from the comic shops, but those are all packed away. And like I said in other videos, when I do my game room, they'll all be displayed. Again, it's only a dream right now, a concept, but I've been packing a lot of stuff up because a lot of this stuff will be displayed in a game room slash toy room slash man cave. And then I found another Walmart exclusive, CM Punk. And it's funny how CM Punk just returned to WWE and AEW came out with his Supreme action figure. I like these. These are like, I would say these are the versions of like WWE has the Ultimates. This is kind of like their thing. I like how they display theirs more with the background in it. I have a Cody Rhodes Supreme, and I forgot the other guy that I have. So this is something I'm definitely gonna take out a box and display, but I'm gonna keep the box because I like the way it looks. I'll probably display it behind them and keep the interchangeable pieces inside to store it. So you can see he has 3 different heads. Get that glare out. He says one, him screaming, him kind of snarling, serious face, the championship belt, the different hands. Here it has the interchangeable legs with the different wrestling gear and the shirt. That's soft goods that you can replace with the jacket he has on. And this one he has kind of like a smile. So this is awesome. I am a CM. I want to say I'm a real big CM Punk fan, but I am a CM Punk fan. I like what he stands for. I like how he speaks his mind and he doesn't give an F. So I'm sure that WWE will come out with their own Ultimate figure, which I'm sure will look just as awesome. But it's ironic that I found this just when, around the time he got fired. I think it was right before he showed up at Survivor Series is when I saw this, right before he went there. So I meant to pick it up, but it would disappear and then I would find it, then it would disappear, then I finally found it again and I said I gotta pick it up. So this is gonna look nice displayed with the Cody Rhodes and the other wrestler that I have. I can't think of his name right now. All right. So let's see what should be next. I'll start off with this. So I have a Best Action. I seen that Best Action came out with the IDW Turtles. I don't know too much about the IDW Turtles. I do want to start buying the comic books to follow it. That's really old after my time. And I see that they have the 4-pack where the turtles are all colored gray for like $80 at Walmart. And I've been on the fence. Maybe eventually I'll pick them up. But like I said, that's a turtle series that's kind of like past my prime in turtles. Like I'm still trying to catch up with the 2003 turtles, and that's the animated series. I also want to catch up on the Mirage Ninja Turtles because that's around my time when I was growing up. Those comics came out. And the Archie comics I want to get as well before I move on to the IDW. But I did find this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I actually found the Shredder figure from that line, and this one is called Shredder in Hell. Now, to me, that cover looks really cool. And I'm like, damn, Shredder in Hell, this is pretty serious. And I wasn't going to get it because I wasn't going to get the other ones. But when I scanned it, it was $7.50. I'm like, $7.50? I'm sold. Doesn't get any better than that. It comes with a comic book as well, has the action figure, has the interchangeable face, hands, weapons. He can articulate them as well. Same old, same old. Best Action. I wish the glare wasn't that bad on here, but it is. So I thought I'd get that. And I forgot to set up my lighting, you see? I gotta get professional with this, so it'll be 1 second. But yeah, I'm glad that you guys are tuning in, hoping that you guys start subscribing and, I get more of a following. That way I could bring you more videos. So let's turn this on. This is all live, no cuts. Put this over here. All right, this is a lot better. All right, so yeah, let's see if it's, you can see it. Oh, still a glare, but you can see the shredder right here. Got the interchangeable head. I think it's like little power plasma effects. His hands, he comes with an axe, a sword, best action. He looks pretty badass. I don't, like, again, I don't know too much about this series. I'm hoping I can learn more of it if I start reading the comics. Now, I found this, which he was on sale. I rarely see him, and the box is all beat up. I think it was like $25, $29. But I actually found Biff, Back to the Future NECA. See, as it was all damaged. Maybe that's why it was on sale. I don't know. So I was like, man, I might as well pick up a Biff. You know, I already have the Marty McFly 1985, and I don't have the Doc Brown. I have the Ultimate Doc Brown. I see that they have the Marty McFly from 2015, and they have a Doc Brown from 1955, which I'm assuming is from part three. But I figure, hey, since I already got Marty McFly and a Doc, I got two DeLoreans. Why not put Biff? So I said, let me just add them for future display. So that's gonna look awesome to articulate him. I saw that his car, he has a 1955 car. You know the scene. I think it was the first or second one where all that dump truck fell on his car. They actually have a Hot Wheel of that. I wish I picked it up. I'm gonna see if I can find it. That'll be real nice touch to put. So you can see it has the almanac from the movie and on the front cover. I might keep that. Maybe put it in. See if I can get it custom into like a frame. Just keep that as a background to hang up in the display. But comes with an interchangeable head, some hands, the almanac, and I don't know what item this is. I'm not sure what that is. You Back to the Future fans can let me know in the comments what that is that he comes with. All right. Now this, I'm pretty late on this one. Hold on, let me take a sip of my Energy Rockstar drink. Unfortunately, hey, maybe one day I'll get sponsored in a dream, right? This has been a long time coming. I love Gargoyles. They need to release it on DVD, Blu-ray, or something. I saw that they came out with some comic books. I'm thinking I might pick it up next time I go to that comic shop because I'm interested to see where they continue the story to. But Disney needs to stop playing around and re-release this on Blu-ray. And I don't know why I've been dancing around it, but I finally got Hudson. As you can see there, it comes with an interchangeable head, like kind of screaming with the blank eyes, the sword, the tail, the big wings, the hands. Comes with like grip hands and like clawy hands. Again, another box that was damaged, and this was still full price. It's like nobody was buying this, but excuse me, I would always see that this was around, and I kept saying, I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy it, and I didn't. And I picked up a Goliath, and that's what made me buy. I was like, picked up a Goliath. I gotta finally pick this guy up, and I practically have all of them but one, and I don't even know what this guy's name is because it's been so long. But see, the package is all damaged, and it's Walmart is crazy because they'll have a lot of these toys sitting there for months and years, and it gets damaged, and they still want full price. So if you're like me that really wants it, whatever you pay for it, but I try to examine it as well as I can to make sure all the pieces are in here, which they appear to be. I like the photos too that they have there. I mean, I like to keep the photos too, but I don't know. We'll see. And like I said, I had to pick up Goliath. Now, the funny thing about this is that I always seen the Goliath and I never picked them up. I kept saying, I'm gonna start Gargoyles, I'm gonna start it, but I'm not sure. Let me wait, let me wait, let me wait. And when I finally got around to it, he was gone. They didn't have it. Fast forward, I picked up I picked up Bronx, and I picked up, forgot the female's name, but I picked those two up. And the other guy, I'm sounding horrible right now because I don't know their names. It's not, I'm having a brain fart right now. But it's the guy that looks like Goliath. That's the bad guy. It's a bigger figure, has the gray hair, whatever. Picked that up. And then I saw that they released kind of like Goliath again, but like a Sega Genesis version with the line that says Neckar Gargoyles on the side. And he had like the shell shading like the game, and he was like a darker gray. So I picked that up. I said, at least I have that one. And then I noticed they released this one again. I started seeing them again. And I remember I purchased Bronx, which is the dog, and he comes with the wings that are draped down like a cape. So it would have sucked to have the Bronx with the with the wings when I'm not able to put it on there. So I might leave that other Goliath in the box as a display, since it's kind of like a specialty figure. I don't know, I'm not sure, but there he goes. Awesome looking figure. Got the change of the head again, like the claw hands. He has, what is this, like a book, and he has something down there. Green. It looks like it looks like a green pepper. So right down there, I don't even know. But this is a massive figure, especially if you can see when it's assembled. It's a massive figure with the wings on, and like I said, it comes with the draped down wings that comes with Bronx that you could put on him, so he won't take too much room. So I'm just missing, literally from this line, I'm missing him right here. But I have Bronx. There's a Lexington I have. Forgot her name. Forgot his name. Maybe he might be Lexington. So I'm jacking that all up. Goliath. I got Hudson here. Hudson. So I keep forgetting what's his name. But I never see him around. Never seen him in a Target, Walmart, nowhere. So I'm probably gonna have to order that online. I still want the police officer. Forgot her name. I'll probably, after I get her and maybe the bad guy, the guy with the long hair and the goatee. I know they have one in him with like a gargoyle armor that looks kind of badass. I'm not sure if I want to get it, but like I said, I'm not a completist. After I get those two, I think that'll be that sit with gargoyles and display those nicely. Maybe use them for some figure photography and then leave it alone. I like to collect different things, but I don't want to go too overboard, which I already have, but it's a different story. I was able to pick up one of these Amazing Spider-Mans that have re-released. So I picked up the Andrew Garfield because that's the only one they have. I have not seen any one of these. People are just going crazy picking these up. They're not the greatest looking action figure, and I'm not a fan of the Amazing Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2. They were okay films, but for me personally, they were very forgettable and kind of boring. He was a decent Spider-Man, and I like his arc in No Way Home. I thought they did him justice for the Andrew Garfield. But had they had a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, I would have been okay. Even if I didn't find these two, him or Tom Holland, I would have been fine because Tobey Maguire is my generation. That's my Spider-Man. That's the one that I saw and I fell in love with the movie and I was hyped. And that really got me into superhero movies because then before that we had Blade. But by that time, I wasn't really into comics to understand Blade's following until later after. And then X-Men came out and then Fantastic Four, and that was garbage and whatever until Iron Man came out. But it's okay. It's not bad. Like I said, I like the way it looks. It's okay looking Spider-Man. I'll probably, take the head off, switch with the Spider-Man to do some more figure photography and posing with the other Spider-Mans I have. So I'm at least glad I found one of them at least. I'm hoping, again, I could find the other two. I like Tom Holland as well. I probably would have been okay just finding him because he was the one that reinvigorated my interest in Spider-Man, and being that I enjoyed his version of Spider-Man and let me think, okay, Spider-Man can be enjoyable again as long as the material is in good hands of the people that care about it. But that's that. Now to move on to another figure that I always thought was awesome was the Studio Series 106 Optimus Primal from the recent movie Rise of the Beast. Now, I've always been a fan of Optimus Primal. I just like the way he looks. Like, I'm the type of guy which I'm trying to go to the gym and I'm trying to work out, and I try to look to people to motivate me, and there's just something about this animal that it just makes me think of going into beast mode. It reminds me of that album that 50 Cent came out with. I forgot the name of it, but he had like a picture of a gorilla on the album. Um, so I just like the hulkingness of him. I should probably start getting into King Kong because I like the way King Kong looks. I'm a fan of the new Godzilla. I want to see Godzilla minus one, but I don't think it might be in theaters too long. I also want to see Shin Godzilla, which I've been meaning to see, which came out in 2016 that I didn't get to see. So I got a lot of catching up, and then they got the new Godzilla and King Kong coming out. But anyway, as you can see, his two alternate modes where he's fully transformed, and then here when he goes back to gorilla mode. I do have an Optimus Prime. I just don't know if it's a movie studio series. It might be from this, which is another badass, and I want to put them together. So I'm really looking forward to cracking them out the box and posing them up. Probably leave them in gorilla mode. But this was another one that I saw. I saw this in GameStop. They wanted like 50 something bucks for it. But I saw this in Target sitting in one of those shopping carts when they were like restocking and it was on sale for 40 something. So I just decided to pick it up. You know, these studio series really look nice. And on to the next thing. Let's see. Oh, speaking of the Tobey Maguire, they had a boatload of these, and I'm glad I picked one up because I have not seen them again. And that is the No Way Home Marvel Legends Green Goblin. This, from I've seen a lot of reviewers review this. This is an awesome figure. I was willing to pay the 50 bucks to pay for this. Plus, I don't have a Green Goblin. And not to mention, he comes with a mask, kind of like the original Green Goblin from the Tobey Maguire movie. The face sculpt is like incredible of Willem Dafoe. It comes with a stand that you could mimic him flying. Comes with a hood. Comes with a bomb, I think, that you could pose him throwing the bomb, as you can see in his hand right here. So I saw that when I picked up the Andrew Garfield version. So I said I definitely have to pick this up. One of my regrets is not picking up the Hobgoblin that I saw from the animated series Spider-Man back in 2 years ago when I started collecting. And now I wish I picked it up because you don't see that one, a Hobgoblin anymore. Green Goblin, I have not seen a Green Goblin action figure at all. So this is my first. And I'd be okay with just this one and that's it. I would like to get a comic accurate one and maybe, or even if I could get an animated series one, which is closest base to the comic books, the original comics, and I'll be fine. I don't need to, I'm not the type that likes to get alternates of a bunch of the same character. I'm good with getting one or maybe two, depending, but I'm good with this. Like, I'm good with just having that right now. Like, I'm happy I found that. I had to get it. But that, I don't even see him anymore. All I see is a bunch of MJs, and I'm not interested in that version of MJ. My MJ has red hair, lives right next door to Peter Parker. So if they could come out with maybe an animated series MJ or a comic accurate MJ, I'm there for it. Now let's see what's next. Where do I want to go to? Okay. Oh, so the last video, I went into GameStop and I was able to find Batman and Robin from Batman and Robin. But guess what? They didn't have a Batgirl or Poison Ivy. So I went to another GameStop and who do they have? Just Batgirl. When she comes with the face scope, which is an awesome face scope of Arnold right there in the shoulder pads and his gun. Alicia Silverstone. She actually was in one of my favorite movies, which I just copped a couple of weeks ago, Clueless, which I gotta watch. I gotta crack that and watch it. One of my favorite movies growing up. But then they didn't have it, so then I had to go to another GameStop, and luckily they had Poison Ivy, which comes with the torso of Mr. Freeze. So you got Uma Thurman there as Poison Ivy. And to me, these figures are incredible. They look good. Again, it's one of the worst Batmans out there, but it brings a lot of cool nostalgia. And the figures just look awesome. They just look nice. I don't know why they didn't translate good on film. Maybe because the film was very campy and corny and cartoonish. Maybe, I don't know. But the figures definitely look awesome. The complaint that I do have of all these Build-A-Figures that I feel like McFarlane, because he's probably going to release it as a regular figure, they don't put too much love into the Build-A-Figure. Like, I do agree that they could have made the silver on Mr. Freeze on all his parts a little bit more shinier for him to stand out. But who knows? They figure, oh, it's a free. It's kind of like a buy four get one for free. We're not gonna put too much into it. But he does come with some blast effects for the gun, and I think on the other ones, there's some more effects of like that you could put on top of the character, like he froze them shooting them, which will be another good thing for figure photography. And the cards that come with the Batman and the six pack looks way better than the cards that come with these, because these are just a part of the, you can see her card. It's just a piece of the poster. Like, it was kind of like lazy. They just took the main poster and just cut it up into cards. So I found that hilarious. All right, this video is kind of long, but this is a huge haul. So if you're sitting with me this long, I really appreciate it. Thank you. And if you haven't, please like and subscribe and share this video. Who you think, with someone you think might be interested in this type of content. All right. So now I did sell a couple of my games. I sold a couple of PS5s, a couple of Nintendo Switch games because I weren't paying for them. So I got some credit for it. So I said, oh, what can I pick up? So what I noticed, I do have a Nightwing. I noticed there's two Nightwings from McFarlane. There's one that is a part of a Build-A-Figure, and there's another one that's plain. I got the one that's plain, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And it's kind of getting damaged. I don't know why. I don't know if they made it cheaply or not. So I might pick up that other Nightwing. But I noticed I don't have a Robin. So I picked up the Tim Drake Robin, which is kind of awesome. Comes with a pole, a Batarang, and the the card looks awesome. It looks like it was part of the comic book, as you can see. Yeah, the cover is from this one. I'm gonna see if I can pick up that comic book and find it. They might have it at Ollie's, or I might see if I could go to a comic shop to read that. I don't know too much of Tim Drake. I just know Dick Grayson, so I'm not too sure. But it's a nice figure. It's a nice, awesome Robin figure. Actually, I'm lying. The other Robin figure I have is from The Dark Knight Returns that I picked up a year or two ago. That's been boxed up ever since. So I guess technically that's the first Robin I have. That's not the original Robin, and this is the second Robin, the Tim Drake. So I'm gonna see if I can find the comic in Ollie's or in a comic shop to see if I can read up on this Robin to see what he's about. And McFarlane is crazy with a lot of these uh barbarian looking figures. They look awesome, especially like the Batman versions. So I saw that they came out with this Batman Dark Knights of Steel. So I said I'll just pick this up while I'm there, and it looks awesome. He got the sword, he got the armor on. He's literally a Dark Knight. I wish they would have came with like a helmet you could put on top that was made of armor, or made that helmet look like armor. But it looks awesome. I'm just curious to break it out the box and pose it a lot and see. Maybe I can, again, a lot of these things are going to look good with figure photography, especially with other characters I have that have swords, especially Green Lantern, Blade, do some crossovers, Ninja Turtles. So, as you can see, that looks pretty awesome, especially him on a throne right there. Damn, that's looking badass right there. I wish I could buy a throne, or make my own throne, put it on there. All right, we're getting down to the last bit of stuff. So this is random. I decided to pick this up when I picked up that Predator comic. I picked up a Batman Bat Signal. Now, this is heavy. This is probably like $40. It's all die cast, but it's battery operated. I haven't. Maybe one day I'll do like a little review on that too. And you can swivel this to actually shine the bat signal on walls. So this is definitely going to be nice for figure photography. So I picked that up. I know there's one that comes with the 6-pack of the McFarlane's. This is not McFarlane's. This is called Running Press. So it's a different company. And this seems to have came out in 2017, but it's beefy. It's heavy. And I noticed they got the blue Batman on here, the blue and gray, which I have, I think, 2 of those figures boxed up. So I might do an homage and, pose them up with that. So I thought that was pretty awesome. That was on the back burner for a while before I decided to go pick it up. And I was pleasantly surprised with this one. I saw that now a couple of the Walmarts around me, finally have the TMNT2 Secret of the Use figures. They have the 2-pack of the foot soldiers, and they have this one with the Kino and the foot soldier. But I noticed they'll have like 6 packs of the double foot soldier and just one of Kino and the foot soldier. So I definitely picked this up because this is gonna disappear. I really want the other Kino that comes with his pizza outfit with the scooter. That's another one that I wish I could find in the wild, but I might have to order that. But this was good enough. I was glad to at least get a Kino. It comes with the like heavy set foot soldier, has the punching bag, has something to stand up the punching bag. You can pose him. Has a little vial of ooze. I think it has a stand for the heavy bag. But what I heard, the heavy bag is actually heavy, which is pretty cool. So you see he has the interchangeable hands. He has a regular hands, interchangeable face. So you can pose him up there, you know, messing with the heavy bag. See the couple of poses they have him in. You know, that's when he was like signing up for the foot to get deeper in. So I definitely picked that up. I had to add that to the collection. I was hoping I'd get lucky and find a token of Razor or one of the turtles, which was funny, right? So none of the Walmarts around me had any of the Secret of the Use except for now the 2 foot soldier pack, which I'm not really interested in. I don't feel like paying $60 for 2 foot soldiers, and the Kino foot soldier pack. But they never had a token of Razor. They've always had Super Shredder. They've had the regular Shredder, but they never had any of the 4 turtles. I couldn't even find even the 2-pack of the turtles. But guess what they did have? TMNT3. And the warmers that I've been are stocked. Like they just got these in and they've been throwing them out. So I'm pretty sure in a couple of months, these will be gone. And it's funny because this is the worst movie in the trilogy, but they make for some awesome looking figures, awesome looking nostalgia. So this pack is the Leonardo and Michelangelo, as you can see. I'm not sure if you could take their helmets off. I don't think you can, but you could definitely cover their faces if you want. Then you got the swords or the armor, the different poses. You know, they come with the old school swords in there. You can find them, see their masters up here. And then I have the Donatello and Raphael right here. And they're so movie accurate to how horrible they looked in the third one. See? So that's going to be fun displaying them with the 89 turtles. So you can see all 4 of them there. And this is the way I found the 89 turtles in 2 packs. Because when they originally came out, these came out in a big box that mimicked the VHS. Same thing with TMNT, same thing with the 89 turtles. But that was something that you would have to pre-order so it could come straight to you in the mail. That I didn't do. But listen, I don't really care much of that. Even though it would have been a beautiful display piece. I'm just glad that I got these and they came in and they had an abundance of it. So that's gonna be awesome. I'm sure you'll see a lot of people have already reviewed them, so I'm kind of late to the game anyway. But I was just happy that I found them. Maybe I'll do my own review with the TMNT from 2003. All right, and some video game news. Picked up Arkham, the Arkham trilogy that just got released on Switch. I didn't even know this was out yet. I thought this was still in pre-order when I went to get it. I was like, hey, you guys got the Batman Arkham? It's like, oh, we got it right now. So it comes with all 3 of the Arkham games, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. I'm gonna have real fun playing this. It's like these are these games that are great to have, portable versions of that you can just travel with them anywhere. So I'm glad I got the Ninja Turtle games, like the Return of Shredder's Revenge, the old school Ninja Turtles that they released with all the video games. I got the GTA, I think is 3, I think it's GTA 3, GTA Vice City, and I think, is it 5? I'm not sure that they were all released for the Switch. So these are like nice things to have that you can just travel with, especially if you're traveling on a plane, going on vacation. You know, you have something that you could play and have the series with you. So down to the last two things, right? So let me just get these out the way. So now with the craze, right? You got the TMNT van, you got the NECA one, and you got the Super 7, and there's a third company. So I saw that a lot of people are paying, I think it's like 250 for the NECA one and 400 to 500 for the Super 7. Ugh, they look awesome, especially the Super 7 one. It looks more cartoon accurate. But me, until I hit it big on YouTube, it'll probably be a while unless I can find those things on Extreme Sale, which I doubt. I feel like if I find them in the wild or try to go online, there's gonna be people that's gonna be upselling them, and I'm not trying to pay an arm. They're already expensive, but I'm not gonna pay $1,000 or more for a piece of plastic. But something that I've always wanted before I heard of the Super 7 and the NECAs, I always wanted the original TMNT van. And I think I seen it in the wild years ago before I was a collector, like in Walmart. But after I started collecting, I never saw it again. And I've been meaning to order on Walmart, but I've heard too many wonky stories of people ordering stuff on Walmart and funny things happening. So I went on Amazon, and Amazon wanted 60 for it. I put it off for a while. I finally ordered it, and it was on sale, $10 off. So it actually came out to 50 bucks. So I ordered, and this is the original 1987 TMNT van re-release. This is just awesome, man. Just the box art alone just takes me back to being a kid, and you know, those that know me, it's not a mystery that I grew up poor. I couldn't afford any of this stuff. So it's something that takes me back to the fond memories of when I was a kid. So as you can see, they got the original OG Turtles in there. The original box looks exactly the same. Obviously, this came out in 2021, so right around the time, right before I started collecting. I probably was about to get into it. It could have been around the time I saw it. So my plan is to take I'm still probably gonna leave the OG Turtles on card, but the turtles that came out after, the ones that have the shells that open up that you can put the weapons in, I think I'm gonna crack those out and put them in here. I'm definitely gonna display it, save the box definitely, put it away so it doesn't get damaged. But I'll probably definitely use this for figure photography, especially with Batman, because I'm gonna show you what I ordered. But yeah, I thought this was awesome. So this is gonna be fun to break out and put together. I'm not looking forward to putting the stickers on. Stickers have always been kind of a pain to get on there, but I'm just glad to have this turtle van. So blessed. Now, last but surely not least, some of you probably know by looking at the thumbnail, it was finally they put it up. They had the gold label Todd McFarlane Batman and Batmobile from 1989. So this was an Amazon exclusive, and they were sold out so many times. I'm happy that I didn't get the Batmobile that came out with the Flash movie. Those of you that already know this, I'm preaching to the choir, but it came out super glossy. The canopy was gray instead of black to match it, which was weird that they did that. And then they finally decided to re-release this colored all matte gray, fix some of the stickers on the side with the 1989 Batman. So for those who ordered it, I'm sure they were pissed, but it is what it is. I'm sure they ordered this. I'm not gonna review this because there's tons of reviews online, and there's tons of reviews that are better, that do a better job on what I would do. I'm just happy to have ordered this on Amazon, and they had some in stock. Again, when I do some figure photography, maybe I'll do a video of a behind the scenes of me doing figure photography. I definitely want to make them interact with the turtles, especially with their van. I want to crack this guy out. I know some people are complaining because they made that his head can articulate, and the real costume is stiff. He can't. He has to move most of his torso to move. It's not a big deal to me. It's a toy. It is what it is. Just use your imagination. That doesn't bother me. But hey, That's subjective. So some people, it bothers them. It doesn't bother me much as long as it stays as faithful as they can to the character. That's what matters to me. So I'm just happy to get that. So this cost 75 because the toys, I guess they were charging 15 and 60, which is a good price. I mean, it's a full length toy that fits a lot of these action figures that Tom McFarlane came out with. And from the reviews that I've been seeing from the other toy hunters and toy vlogs, it looks really nice with the matte gray. It fits Batman in perfectly. There's not too many stickers you got to put on there anyway. I think it just comes the way it comes. And the Batman itself is pretty awesome. Doesn't come with any interchangeable hands, unfortunately, or weapons. He's literally in a little plastic bag inside here against the toy. So maybe that's why they figure, because it's a good price, 15 for Todd McFarlane 1989 Batman. That's a good price. So they figure you're not getting interchangeable hands, you're not getting interchangeable heads, you're not getting any weapons, you're not getting a grappling gun. You're just getting this figure alone. So there's probably like no backing, no mint on card. So they figure 15 bucks. And another thing that people are mad about is that the on his chest, it's gold and the belt is gold when in reality it was yellow. Again, and I would have never noticed that. Like again, it's not a deal breaker for me. Again, those things are subjective. I think they on the Tom McFarlane Batman 6 pack, I think they fixed it, making them both yellow. And I think they did the outline because there's another thing around the outline was yellow or gold and it's supposed to be black. I could probably take a marker and do that myself. Again, it's not a big deal. These things are subjective. The